What's up, everybody? Monsterverse, Destroyah. Okay, so the guy with the big ears. so he's got these big fins on the side of his head, massive, right? And wings and all that kind of stuff. So I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil and eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. Okay. So we're gonna start with the eyes. So yeah, let's just go for it. So say center point of my page is about here. I'm up over to the right. And we'll give him these sort of spiky kind of eyes. Yeah, let's just go. So we'll go like this. And to there. Seems to have just like glowing white eyes or something. We do the same thing over this side. Spike it up. Back down into there. Okay. So then, frowning sort of lumps and bumps, right? So, say like big sort of frowning sort of thing that goes up this way. Right up to like the corner, right? So it's like a big spiking frown, right? And we got like some lines coming around his eye here. And this spike, so it's got basically, yeah, just like these big sort of spikes, right? Going down into his face here. And kind of, he's got all this texture coming down his cheek here as well. It's like a sort of a crown sort of here. We do the same thing kind of over this direction, right? It just comes up to a spike and then down. You can make them kind of 3D, you know, you can add sort of a line along the side here, you know. They don't have to be the same on both sides. It kind of helps when they're not, you know, it makes them look just sort of more, I don't know, natural or something. It's kind of like he's made of rock. And then this line coming around his eye. Just goes into there. Right, that kind of thing. So you've got a big horn coming up the middle of his head. I can't see any nostrils or anything. I'm sure someone out there could correct me. But we've got like these bumps going across, texture coming down. And then like kind of a massive horn, like a crown. So I've seen it done straight, I've seen it done bumpy. So spikes coming out the back of his head as well. Let me see. Right, so I'll do it. We'll bump it out here anyway first, okay? And then up, right? Up to a spike. We're going to do a bumpy one, right? Like that. And then this has like some texture lines that go down all into his skull, right? So it like joins his skull. It's like he's all one piece. It's all connected, you know. And then this has like a line coming down the center. Texture on it. And kind of like that. And then we got like horns that stick up from the back of his head. So like two spikes that kind of stick up here. These will have all texture on it as well. Right, so coming down from the eye, right, we joined the mouth, so we got like an extra spike sort of here, right? It kind of comes down the side of his face and it joins the edge of his mouth. And so this will have like some texture and things on it here. Right, like that. And something similar on this side. And then we have sort of his mouth starts here, curves around. Right? And then his gum line comes across. And it's kind of this bumpy sort of line. His top lip here, down and then around this way. And he's got sort of all these lumps and bumps and textures coming across here and something coming up the center. Right, so like that. So we got this sort of crown thing going on. Then you add teeth to all this. So just like sharp teeth coming down. Just a whole layer of them. Right, kind of like that. And then his jaw, so big old jaw, right, comes down from here. Bottom jaw, should I say. Like so, and then comes down, bumping. Down to here. So his chin can be pointy or flat. It's kind of up to you. Right, like so. Then he has like loads of teeth down here, like 2 rows. I'm just going to start adding these, right? Spikes. Do the same on this side. And like a line, just texture lines coming around his mouth here. Right, and then another row of teeth on the inside. So you just do that again. So he's kind of like great white shark sort of teeth going on. Rows and rows and rows of teeth. I'm going to put some in the middle. You can't see it in the picture I'm drawing from, but I'm going to put some in there. And I can't see a tongue either. So what'll we do? There's no tongue. Should there be a tongue? Does Destroyah have a tongue? Question. There is no tongue in any of the pictures. Okay. Maybe he doesn't have a tongue. I don't want to mess it up. So, what are we doing there? Just color it black? Tell you, maybe some texture. Maybe we'll just like give him these wrinkly sort of mouth. And that can be black. And we'll just do, it's kind of like a tongue, maybe. Right, and then it'll be dark at the back in there. It's a good compromise. So then he has 3 horns coming out from his face, right? So, and they grow out from skin, right? So we've got like this here. So you got like this bump of skin just here. And then the next one is out from there. Goes back in. Again, maybe a little bump of skin or something here. And then the next one. So it's kind of joined here. And this will grow back into his face. There's all texture on these as well. Kind of like that. And we do the same thing on the other side. So spike. Like that. You're just kind of copying the other side. Spike here, goes up underneath it. Bit of skin. And then the next one. Texture is the way to go with creatures like these. Lots of textures, lots of lines, little short lines around like that. Okay, big ears. Okay, cheers, big ears, as we say in Ireland. Is that just an Irish thing? Or do you say that in other places? Cheers, big ears. We go up here, right, and then down. This is multiple spikes, right? Goes around to a big one. You'd swear these were wings, they're so big, right? And up, okay. And there's all veins and bumps and stuff inside, so another one here. Goes up, around, and then into here, okay. There's all texture inside there, but we'll just draw the other one first. Just get them sort of similar shape and size. Right, like that, and then up, around, down to there, look like so. Right, sometimes thickening up your edge as you go, which is just what I'm doing here. You just make the edge of the character, the lines on the edge thicker. It makes for a more interesting drawing, and you can make certain things stand out that you want to stand out more than others. So then, lots of texture inside this, right? So there's lots of ridges along the edge, like here, like lots of bony sort of things inside. Like, so this is like, let's say it's got an edge here, like a bony sort of thing, like lines on the inside of his ear. Textures all inside here, riddled with textures. Right, like, and thickening up the insides of, you know, the raised areas, you know, will make them look like they've got shadow on them and things. Make them stand out a little bit more. And then you keep your textures like light lines, not heavy. You know, we do the same thing pretty much over this side. So lots of texture now. And I wonder if, like, I've never watched anything with Destroyah in it, but are these big ears, like, does it give it like a super hearing or something that you can't escape or something? Is that what it does? Or are they just for show? Okay, so how are we getting on? So that's the head. Let's go for the neck and the body. So neck kind of comes down from these spikes sort of here, right? So you got like armor plating. Sort of here, and it goes in. So, this way. Around there, right? So big wide neck. And has ridges, so each of these, they're either gills or ridges or muscle fibers or something. So they all come down his neck. It's like some make some lines here. Texture just on them here. Right, this kind of thing, right? So then he has massive spikes, right, coming out from his shoulder and stuff here, right? So we'll say, like say his shoulder starts here. We'll go this way, right? And then he has like a big spiking thing here. There, it's just underneath his ear / wing thing. I describe things so well. His ear / wing thing. Yeah, you don't realize that until you like start doing something like this, talking all the time, how terribly you talk. You just can't use words. Right, so we got these two spikes here. Well, maybe it's just me, I don't know. So then his shoulder, right, bumps kind of down this way, and he's got a massive one sticking off here. And it comes down like this, and this is all texture and stuff on it. There, we do the same thing on this side pretty much. Texture, super important, texture, right? And then, so like all this space is kind of broken up just into like his shoulder and his chest and stuff, and it's just like stuff like this, like all these wrinkly sort of boxes, and shoulder is like here. So like shoulder goes like that way. texture on it. And then his chest comes across, so chest fiber lines and stuff going that way. Same sort of thing here. And then all these wrinkles. All right, and then wings, lines going this way. This goes up like so. That, and then on this side we go again. Down into there. And this kind of bumps off this way. There's like a little gap here and an edge, and then like texture. Like that. So now you just tidy things up, thicken up some edge lines, darken up some areas, add more texture wherever you think needs it. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's how to draw Destroyah from the Monsterverse, Godzilla specifically. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.